Hello and welcome to the Evercade Retreat. Gene Joke here, and today I'm doing a review and ranking of Atomic Runner Chelnov from the Windjammers Chelnov and Friends collection. Developed and released by Data East in 1988, Chelnov is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up that's an auto-runner, as I suppose the title kind of gives away. You control Chelnov, a coal miner who survived a nuclear explosion of a power plant and gains superhuman abilities because radiation does that. I mean, just look at Marvel Comics and all the mutants and things and superheroes who are, radiation powered. And, atomic, because that was the thing back then. But essentially, with Chelnov being a superhero, he has to defeat some kind of bad guys. Chelnov is also apparently a relative of Karnov, another Data East character whose game is also on this collection, but I'm not talking about that here. There was also some controversy around the release of the game because it wasn't that long after the Chernobyl incident and radiation, Russian type setting, and yeah, you get the gist. As I mentioned, the game is an auto runner and it makes use of 3 buttons on the controller, one for jump, one for attack and one for turning round. At first the game will feel a bit awkward to control, and that might be off-putting when you first start playing it, but master the controls and master turning around and jumping while using the auto fire, or you may not want to use the turbo fire, whatever. But yeah, once you master the controls, you should have a lot of fun with it. It is quite challenging in true arcade style, but there's plenty of power-ups and different weapons to help you battle the various enemies. Items include a J, which will increase your jump height, a yellow up, which increases the range and bullet speed of your weapon, a red up, which increases the bullet size and destructive power of your weapon, a blue up increases weapon speed, and the 2 coin icons give you points bonuses. On the weapons front, there's the basic laser you start out with. The boomerang is probably fairly self-explanatory. It returns and flies around the screen. There's the light ring, a flamethrower-like weapon which gets larger as it goes along but has a slower rate of fire. Spiked balls, which throws an array of spiked balls forward. It has a slow rate of fire but does a lot of damage and has a large area of effect. The Morning Star is essentially a melee weapon but with a long range on it. It's slow but has a wide area of effect and was actually my favourite weapon playing through the game. And finally there's the homing missiles, which again I would say are fairly self-explanatory. There's 7 stages to battle your way through, each of which has a boss. The bosses can seem challenging at first, but usually they are fairly easy when you work out how to do them. Although one in particular did cause me some headaches, and it wasn't the final boss, which turned out to be the easiest in the game. On the graphics front, it's got some interesting designs, or at least it does in places, but there does seem to be a lot of visual repetition. The main character is quite well animated, and some of the bosses and larger enemies look fairly impressive. But even for 1988, I don't think it would have counted as being an amazing looking game. The sound effects fall into a similar category. They're fine, they do the job, but I can't say much more than that about them. The music is upbeat and jolly and quite catchy, but it does get a bit repetitive. What it does do is suit the pace of the action perfectly. The gameplay is simple, fun stuff, but there is that barrier to starting to enjoy it, getting used to the controls. But once you do, as I mentioned, it's a lot of fun, a lot more than I thought it would be when I first played it. So if you've started it, tried it and bounced off it, I do recommend giving it a bit more time and seeing if you can get into it. To place it in my overall ranking alongside every Evercade game, I would place it above Speedball 2100, but beneath Flying Shark. Anyway, that's it for this review. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.